we as humans cannot break things down. You might as well just give up the idea that everything has to be seen with your physical eyeballs. But everything that resonates through sound and through light is in a numerical, mathematical language.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a color prism language. It's in a sacred geometry language. Is that those three? And it's in a vibrational pattern, like a vibrational...
like a frequency?
Right. I mean, you can take two tuning forks. I just seen a video the other day, and it was a tuning fork that was tuned to 512, and then one that was tuned to 440. They had them in close proximity to each other, and one had some ping pong balls hanging on it, and the other one was being hit to create the sound. Well, the 512 being hit close to the 440, nothing happened. But when they changed and brought a 440 and a 440, him hitting the tuning fork spoke to the other one and created the movement of the balls on a piece of metal that he didn't even touch. So everything that we interpret is light, sound, vibration, sacred geometry, patterns, mathematical patterns, and all of those things. A lot of time, people don't take into account how they function.
Yeah.
If you know the basic understanding of electric and magnetic energy, it can tell you a whole lot about how you behave at certain times of alignments in the sky, or the inner child trauma. Becoming aware of it will tell you the reason why you behave a certain way that you behave. Why you date the same girl with a different face, or why you date the same boy with a different face, is usually tied back to the program that you were given by your parents. So there's just all these factors that most people don't want to take the time to learn, and it can change their whole entire existence. It really could create a magic and a perception change that then flips a switch for you, and you begin to become your own creator and understand.
And my friend was telling me about sound is when I talk, there's the particles and the molecules in the air, and my voice is bouncing off those, every single one, because it's catching it. And that kind of goes into saying your mantras or speaking things into existence, is you're literally manipulating the molecules right there in your surrounding field, I guess, into what you want it to be, You
would probably like the book Dr. Emoto.
Oh yeah, that is a good book.
It was a scientist, a Japanese scientist, Dr. Emoto. It's hold on, let me grab this.
EMOTO?
EMOTO, yeah.
Is it two T's?
He's a Japanese scientist that studied he studied water, and he studied water by freezing it and then photographing the geometrical patterns that water would freeze in. And then he began to...
he studied the crystalline structure of it too.
Right, but he would apply different energy forms to the water. So this bottle of water would get yelled at and told it was stupid. And this would be played classical music and told it's loved. And then he would show the crystal patterning of the frozen water, which always showed up as in love and happiness in these beautiful geometric patterns that were correct. The water that was receiving a negative energy did not even want to take pattern in a geometrical shape.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cloudy. Like the one that he spoke positive to, love.
The hidden messages in water.
Yeah, that's a very nice.
Dr. Masaru Emoto.
Very good book.
And that's one of those things that when you actually take in that kind of information, you never see that element that way ever again. I literally spend more time singing into my own water the things I want to drink into my body.
Yeah.
that book alone made me realize that when I go to McDonald's and get a burger, that whoever made that burger has just infused whatever it is that they've had on their shoulders for the day in my food.
Right.
And I wonder why I would be sitting on the couch feeling like shit afterwards. Well, wouldn't you if you were making $7 an hour and you know, can't pay your bills and you've got to make a burger for everybody? Yeah, I think you probably end up having quite a bit of other people's shit on your plate, just not being aware of how you interact with everything that you're eating and drinking and taking in that's made by somebody else. It's that alchemical process.